ask everybody that's here to make sure you please sign in. So I can immortalize you forever. Awesome. Melanie's here. I was gonna say, we've been here for 7. You could if you wanted to.
Yeah. Well, I get through my wife.
Yes, I managed to see her when I was dropping stuff off yesterday. Was there an accident yesterday? Yeah.
Some truck had the right of way, he was coming down, some little car pulled out, he tried to avoid it, he went down, the ditch, he was right into the culvert area.
Which way was he traveling?
I believe he was traveling, the truck was traveling number 6 road, traveling west. I believe, from what I
Dump
saw.
truck was the same.
No, it was like a pickup truck.
You were not actually far at all. Well, I was sitting at the mailbox.
Oh, right, I was right there, it's not, I didn't see it, couldn't think of it.
Why leave your place in the I think I ran over.
I was gonna say, do you wanna help us with it?
I'm just kind of waiting on
You wanna run in here? You wanna run in here? I'll be back. Just sit quietly.
Yeah. We just always got 6. No. We don't have enough demand stations, so we're not trying to put it on that corner. We're gonna go this, yeah. We're doing well. But,
is that because they're getting product elsewhere?
yeah, they're getting. It's custom.
And you call it all over.
Mine's all
You're not selling it.
and most of the they do the closer. So it makes more sense. I can get those here. Now we get this is we got some big
It's all done?
yeah. We're actually so it's kind of like that. So that's the next. That's
Now, would that be for, that's without for export?
domestic.
Because most of it, she has.
Yeah, I'm
They
thinking.
got stuff.
This company actually has a plan shipping it to we're shipping it to Wisconsin and then so it'll there's a lot of change. Plus if I do start making it more sense. No, it's in the next week. It takes it comes up almost it's big
It has no fence.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, you're both, basically that's house or Bedford, West Bedford.
No, it's
Cool. Which side do you want to sell it?
It's cushioned, take up the whole side here.
That is Florida. And actually, we're going Key West for a week prior to that. So we stopped.
Oh, were you on the same trip with Jazz? Boy, that sounds like an amazing.
It was fun.
Same areas like wine.
Yeah, projected for wine these everywhere.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
I realize, yeah.
Well, Jazz had a big time.
Yeah. Well, here on the streets and all. Oh, we even went twice a day.
He'll never hear a million for years and he'll finally pay for what he takes and what's in his head. Pretty strong.
No, we was slummed down through this.
I didn't even see this one. I just got the one across the street.
Mike just,
They had 4 people in the village.
okay, I think we're gonna, is there a motion to open the meeting? So, all in favor?
Aye.
We just received the minutes for March 3rd, 2015. And we could probably have those reviewed and then vote on next month. Is the board okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody has the March minutes in their possession, and please take a look at them and have them reviewed, and next meeting we will, any discussion, we will discuss them then. Possibly approve or disapprove. So, we can move it up at 7:35, but I think Mr. Valle's here and Avon Tech is the first item on the agenda. So, come on up and probably we'll start with you and kind of give us, just kind of bring the board up to speed, any changes in the site plan since the March meeting.
Okay. Good evening. For the record, my name is Joe O'Donnell. I'm the architect of record for the project. I apologize that I've gotten back to you, but felt that this might be a better way to present to the board. Since we last met, I think one of the items of order were to have the planning board try and declare lead agency and go out to all the interested parties requesting information and approval for them to take, for you to take lead agency. We've worked pretty closely with MRB over the last month to coordinate that. My compliments to Lance for guiding us through that arduous process. But we feel that we've pretty much addressed any and all concerns from interested parties, from DEC to DOT to whatever other designations there are out there. Lance, you're way more better and familiar with those than I am. However, we did address some of the little housekeeping items per MRB's letter back on February 27th, and also one on March 27th, I believe was the latest, where MRB had us update some notes and clarifications to the plans, namely the ingress and egress easement. We either addressed those items that came back from all their interested parties either on the plan or in writing, which I would assume that you either received either between that time and just as late as yesterday. I addressed some of the last few items that Lance needed. And a lot of those really pertain to the seeker EAF long form, where we were addressing a lot of the detailed information related to proposed storm runoff, any effects on waterways, any effects on noise, any effects on site lighting. I believe the board's been in receipt of the site lighting and the proposed cut sheets for a couple months now. I also believe that they are in receipt of the acoustic study that Mike had done. As we all know, the project has evolved such that the operation has been moved completely inside the building. I think maybe one of the more significant changes which we've addressed was now the introduction of the liquid nitrogen tank outside here, where it'll be protected. It'll be a certified tank. It's an above ground tank, so it's not a, what's this, what am I looking for? Not the BS, which one below grade? What's the designation? Anyway, so it is above grade. It's protected by a fence and bollards for any incidental, protected from any incidental contact. We've identified some truck radiuses that MRB wanted us to show on the plan. We also got in a little bit more detail about the truck traffic, specifically the amount of trucks that we're intending on per day. I think there was some confusion at one time, and then we clarified it in the last planning board meeting where it may have been misspoke that it was 15 a week. It's really 15 a day. That included a couple trucks for the transportation and shipping of finished products. So what we did was we indicated to MRB that the trucks are not intended to come here and stay on site. They're intended to come here, unload their material and their payload and get right off the site. The only trucks that may be here for some time period would be the type of trucks that were picking up finished products that were either going out to retail or to wholesalers, such as the finished brick pavers that are going to be produced, etc. So we addressed that. We addressed the construction areas, proposed construction areas, and prevention of any incidental runoff through the use of silt fence, hay bales, which is pretty typical on any construction site, although we really don't anticipate a whole lot of any runoff because the amount of new blacktop work is very minimalized, as you know from the history of the plant. We still do have the non-combustible product display area. I'm trying to think if I missed anything else. I think that was pretty much it. We did definitely clarify the fact that this was misnoted on a previous plan as being a functional sewage treatment plant, but that's been decommissioned and we are now tied into the municipal system for sanitary, storm, and water supply. Again, as I indicated in my letter in responses to MRB, there is no anticipation of upgrades or changes to those systems, given the fact that the intensity of the proposed use is equal to or less than that of metal egg. So there's no need right now for any additional sewer work and upgrades to the water system. Since we may have met the last time, and again, I beg your pardon for maybe that I can't know all the timelines, but right now we believe that the New Beginnings Daycare is now the only tenant left in the building. David, I don't know if that's pretty much it. So it is still the intent through CM&M, Cedar Creek, which is the research arm of CM&M, to house the building upon commencement of the construction and completion thereof. And we feel that we've pretty much addressed any and all concerns that have come up. Last but not least, we did in fact attend and present to the Livingston County Planning Board, of which we fielded numerous questions and concerns, and I think we, based on the vote of, I believe it was 12-3, addressed their concerns and rest them assured that the project is being done in accordance with all guidelines, regulations, and requirements of government agencies having jurisdiction over it. So with that, I guess I would open it up to maybe any comments, Lance, that you may want to make that to tie up the paperwork, or just open up the questions from the board, or whatever you'd like.
Judy, you asked to speak.
Whatever they would be done or at your pleasure. Yeah,
Okay.
Jan and I. Is this a good time? Whenever you want.
Yeah, you can speak now,
Okay.
but it's not going to be like a quick question and answer. So you have 5 minutes to speak.
Sounds good.
Very good.
Okay.
Joe, just where was the 200-gallon storage tank?
That would be the northwest corner.
Did we put those 15 trees, pine trees on the plan?
Yep, they're on the plan, located on the southern and western property lines.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to go in there.
Don't start this one. I really wish the citizens had equal time, because this really does involve our whole community.
I feel the same way.
Whatever. I knew that it wouldn't be, I could not take very long. I hope all of you got this. I think you got it scanned through on email. This, no way to make it shorter. Okay, this is very important. If you haven't read it, do your due diligence, because you're representing me. This one right here. Oh, first of all, the 3 of us, we're just going to take just maybe 2-3 minutes each, are teachers. We do not use, we can't talk without chalk and a blackboard. That's the way it is. We have to have a visual. So this is my visual. And this is to remind you that my greatest interest has been in rules, regulations, codes specific to our town. And that's where I've been. Once I got through the emotional part of it, got rid of all that, I realized that my town law is what I stand on. It's what protects me. I obey the town law. The town law protects me. It's followed by everyone who enters the township. Laws make things predictable. They define our character by explaining what is expected within our town. We follow rules, and the rules protect us. Removes favoritism from decision making. Rules or town codes give reason for why decisions are made. Our codes bind us together just like cement binds aggregate into a usable, predictable product. That's what's in here, except it was based on what you guys do as a planning board. It was based on a review of our land use laws. It also went through and looked at seeker, based on the effect of seeker on my life. This one you have not seen. I am going to give you a copy today, and it's up to you if you want this scanned in. You can ask Jennifer. This one is extremely specific, and it's right down to federal law on NIAX codes. It will tell you exactly what sectors this new industry is in. My review, our review, shows that it's actually in Sector 21. It's more familiar with mining and quarrying than it is with anything else. As a manufacturing activity, it has its own designation, and it's not like anything else in our town. This will support this, okay? It's done by an elementary teacher. It's very easy to follow, very logical. So R, what does it stand for? We follow rules and regulations here. You can never go wrong doing that if you follow rules and regulations. So I'm going to put this up. Jan?
Jan Franco.
By the time we're done with this, you're going to know beyond a doubt what you're supposed to do today.
I have the letter A. Attending meetings, researching information, note-taking, assembling papers, and asking questions. We determined early on that we would only concentrate on facts and share what we knew with others. We followed town rules and sat silently as we followed board procedure. We discovered that our town code will not permit any industry similar in process to CM&M. Even with a special use permit, our town code prohibits CM&M. Should this code not be followed, it will weaken all of our town codes. Decisions will be made subjectively. It will create chaos in our community. Cementitious, cementations. I'm an English teacher. Related to cement, it is cement. Is an adjective, can be used as a noun as well. It describes cement. Light Industry Code 130-16E prohibits manufacturing of cement and other products. Cement is the special ingredient. And I have here, and this is for, I guess I'll give this to you, Jennifer. I have some information on some correspondence from this company with our Livingston County. They have made some copies for us. And raw material has been mentioned from the start of this process. Raw materials are not allowed in our town code. That is specifically mentioned as not for light industrial. Raw materials and cementitious or cementitious products. I highlighted those. The public informational meeting from December 27th was right in the flyer that we all got on raw materials, manufacturing of raw materials. Again, raw materials, this is the letter of intent dated February 4th, 2015. Raw materials mentioned again, and cementations, hardening material. February 10th, letter to Heather Ferrara, Deputy Planning Director from this company. Cementation-based recycled products, again. Basically not using Portland cement, but creating their own cement. with lignin-based product.